James, please be aware of this disgusting behavior. So sick and tired of this rubbish. This person posted the Reddit thread where somebody posted, "Stand up and fight for Snyderverse on July 11th." Fight, excuse me. Fight for our Snyderverse on the imposter Superman release day. Here's what we can do to make a difference. Post spoilers everywhere. People are less likely to see or enjoy a movie if it's already spoiled. Leave bad post. Wait, leave bad rating on review sites. We know for sure Gunbots will post fake positive reviews, so we must let people know the truth and balance the bias out with realistic scores. Number 3, reserve tickets online. Don't complete the purchase by selecting and reserving tickets. It gets taken out of the pool for a period of time, which means this has a chance of stopping Gunbots from buying tickets. Gunn fired the first shot and killed the Snyderverse, and here's our chance to take the fight back to him. Restore the Snyderverse. If we can't have our Superman, no one can. Yeah, that was something that popped up a couple days ago. So James Gunn was asked about it. He goes, "LOL, I think we'll survive. I'm not sure the 8 people I'm not sure that the 8 people that listen to the guy, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess it's a guy, are going to impact the course of events." So, this is hilarious to me, okay? First off, I sit here and talk about how the Snyder fandom has become just full of hypocrites completely. I've been saying it for years because they are. The problem is they once fought for artistic integrity, and now an artist is trying to showcase his art and they're trying to push back and boycott him and say no. Like it's hypocrisy and right there. I mean, it's 100% hypocrisy. But the ridiculousness about this whole thing is, first off, they say Gunn fired the first shot and killed the Snyderverse. No, he didn't. No, Gunn did not fire the first shot and killed the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse ended in 2017. Kevin Tushihara, Jeff Johns, John Berg, they're the ones who ended the Snyderverse. They're the ones that essentially pushed Zack Snyder out after there was tragedy in his family. He couldn't stand to stick around and push through and finish the Justice League movie, so he left to be with his family after tragedy struck. And they brought Joss Whedon in, and he completed the Justice League movie. That's when the Snyderverse ended. Jeff Johns, John Berg, Kevin Tushihara, they're the ones who ended the Snyderverse, not James Gunn. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that. Like, it's madness to me that these people who consider themselves fans of this universe, consider themselves fans of DC, don't understand the basic timeline of events on how things happened. It's maddening to me. Now, I know some of them will try and twist it and say, well, in 2020, they announced that the Snyder Cut was coming, and that brought it back. No, it didn't. Because nothing besides the Snyder Cut was promised. Nothing was promised. There's rumor that they discussed with Ben Affleck about doing the Batman movie. Again, the rumor was that Ben Affleck would come and do a Batman movie for HBO Max, but only if Zack Snyder would be part of it. HBO Max, Warner Brothers said no way. Ben Affleck walked away. That's what happened. And that was that. Nothing else. Nothing was ever promised to Zack, to anybody else after that. So where is this idea that James Gunn killed off the Snyderverse? Because James Gunn wasn't a part of it even back then. Because Henry Cavill announced that he was back after Black Adam came out, because there was a power struggle before James Gunn was hired, and Henry Cavill didn't have a contract. So when James Gunn got hired, he's like, look, we're moving in a different direction. So Henry Cavill's not going to be the Superman. But when Henry Cavill announced that he was going to be Superman, it wasn't going to be the Snyderverse Superman because the Snyderverse wasn't coming back. Again, these Snyder Bros just don't understand how things were going and how it was going to play out. So to me, it's just hilarious that they try and do something like this. I showed last week how ridiculous they were trying to do review bombing on their own movie that they love, Man of Steel, positive reviews to try and pump up Man of Steel 12 years later. What is that going to do? What is that proving or showing anybody? Nothing. Nobody cares except for you. Not a single person cares except for you. Like the general audience is going to go watch Superman, whether Man of Steel has a 90% audience score or a 60% audience score. None of the general audience is going to even look at Man of Steel's Rotten Tomatoes score in 2025 to determine if they're going to go see Superman or whether they like Superman or not. But it's this craziness in their minds. It's wild to me. Absolutely wild. But that's not where it ends. Because people keep pushing him and they keep acting like they know what they're talking about when it comes to James Gunn. And these naysayers, these Snyder Bros specifically, have been saying for months and months and months and months and months that Superman has to be a home run. It has to make $1 billion, $1.3 billion, $1.2 billion. It has to be financially a huge success, or the DCU is over, or the DCU is done. It's finite. It's done. It's over with. But James Gunn essentially calls them out and says, look, guys, this is the first movie. Other people may say it's got to be a home run. Nothing else. I'm like, no. I'd be very happy with a double. What we want to do is make a movie that people love. They feel connected to the characters. It's just this one movie. It's not everything. What he's saying here, because he talks a bit more, this is from the Rolling Stone article. He talks a bit more in explaining how, look, this movie is an investment, essentially. This is basically what he's saying. This movie is an investment. This is the movie that has to start off the new DC universe. It has to excite the fans. Get the fans invested in this movie. Let them know that, hey, there's a new DC universe. There is newness to this DC brand. This isn't the old DCEU. This is something new. So come and check it out. All right? Are we shooting for $1 billion? Absolutely. We would love to get $1 billion. We're swinging for the wall. But look, if we don't get over that wall, if I can make a double, if I can round first and hit a double, absolutely, we're good for that. For those of you who don't understand sport analogies, basically what he's saying is, look, if we can't hit that $1 billion, but we can hit 600 million, that's awesome. As long as the fans and the audience love this movie and enjoyed and are excited for another one. What have I been saying? What have I been saying for months and months? Exactly that. That's exactly what I've been saying for months and months. But you have so many naysayers, so many of these Snyder Bros, so many of these people that want this to fail so bad, that think this movie has to make 800, 900, $1 billion or the DCU has failed. Well, no, that's not what it is, because he's like, look, we got Peacemaker, we got Lanterns, we got Supergirl, plus we have other things in the pipeline. Like, this movie doesn't need to be a home run. It just needs to be what it is. This is one movie. It needs to get fans in love with this stuff again. We have other stuff coming, though. So if this doesn't make $1 billion, okay. He also says, like, I just need to make my production budget back. Like, I just need to make my budget back. I make my budget back, we're golden. And there it is. Like, there it is. There's your answer. Everybody thinks this has to save Warner Brothers. This movie is the movie to save Warner Brothers. No, that's not what this is. Gunn understands it. Safran understands it. Zaslav understands it. Everybody understands it, but these haters, they understand what they're trying to do and build with this universe. And it's a beautiful thing to see. It's exciting to see that he's calling out all of these haters finally in just a sly way. I love to see it. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments below.